You are now tuning in to Lex and RDDC broadcast station, serving up on the double doses for us all.
Welcome to the Real Double Dose channel. This is your host Lex, coming to you straight from the heart where the talk is real and the vibe is live. I am so happily blessed for you to all be on here tuning in once again to RDDC, because here, serving a slice of everyday life is what RDDC is all about. For any questions, show requests, or feedback, as always, please make sure you reach out to us at Real Double Dose channel at yandex.com. That's yandex.com. And as well as check out our blog spot at realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com. That's realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com. You can check out wonderful things on there, from many insights to all kinds of topics we have. And at the end of the blog, as I always mentioned before, there's wonderful links to our books and so much more, and insights, disclaimers, and whatever you need to know. That will be posted there. We are updating constantly. And you can check us out on TuneIn, Stitcher Radio, Spreaker.com, Spotify, as well as iTunes, SoundCloud, and much, much more. I might be missing a few, but you know how we get down. So I just want to say, without further ado, thank you for those who have signed up for hashtag Winter Transformation. And that will be rolling out to have all the people who signed up for that come here. I believe it's Valentine's Day. I'm not sure. I got to recheck that. But there's another one coming up too that we're going to have for a special giveaway. So please keep tuning in. And as well as wonderful, qualified, amazing guests that are coming up with great tips for building your business, great tips on life, and a lot of things coming up, period. I hope you're tuning in for that. And I'm glad to have all of you, from the thousands to even one equaling 1 million, tuning in. So let's get this show on the road, shall we? This is also brought to you in part in sponsorship by GiveMeAllThat.com, where you can make your dollar make sense. They're awesome. You can check out that link too. We also have that on the blog spot, and just their wonderful apparel, period. But I really wanted to get into this topic, and it's hashtag shelf life. Yeah. And like I said, it could be applied to many things that you want to say. I mean, if people could say, oh, my food shelf life. Yeah. But this is hashtag shelf life. Excuse my voice, a little raspy. My throat's a little crazy, but I feel very energetic and happy to be on here with you all. But this is, the hashtag shelf life, scared to implement the idea. So holding on to it in our minds puts a safety zone up. But we're still failing to execute it from the shelf life of our ideas / dreams, etc. That is the note that I had that I wanted to put out there when I originally put it out there to be had with us. And I want to say, just building off of what I just said right now, the conclusion of that being said was, the shelf life that we have with so many things. And I thought about this, it's easy to say a thing and then actually do a thing. It's easier to fathom it in your mind than actually build it. And I looked at the things and I'm like, man, it's going to be so nice when I have X, 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 or this and this, or X equals Y. But at the same time, I'm like, man, we can always say it's going to be nice to have a bakery in a couple more years or a couple more months. But are we doing the steps, like we said before in all the previous episodes? Are we doing what we need to do to get those things started? And even if we are we taking the baby steps that we need because we're afraid of finally getting there and actually being successful or maintaining that success? I mean, failure is the only way to move forward, because you have to learn so many things that you're going to fail forward anyway, but you're still moving forward. And this is to every single one of us. And I look at the things that we're implementing and we're not doing, and I look at the things in myself, and I put the scope and the light on myself, and I'm like, man, it feels good to dream about my beautiful cabin in the nice woods and the snow falling down around me while I watch my beautiful wolves play outside. It's not a far-fetched dream, and it's definitely something I could have had and still can have. But why do I want to hold the vision in my head? Now, I remember, I don't know if it was on The Life of David Gale with Kevin Spacey on many years ago, but I remember a part that he said, he was quoting from someone, he said, the fantasy. He was teaching class in the movie, and he said the fantasy, once that fantasy is obtained, it no longer is a fantasy. So a person could say, oh, I want to go here and see this woman and see this thing or see this guy or see this movie, whatever it is. And they could have enjoyed themselves quite thoroughly, but it's no longer a fantasy, something that we're searching to have, this beautiful, vast kingdom in our minds. And whatever the mind can conceive with the trust and love of belief, it will happen. But what happens when we're thinking that and we believe that, but yet it's not manifesting? I believe that we're doing some kind of self-sabotaging, mental sabotaging, not necessarily purposely in a willing way, but kind of like that hold of restriction of false evidence appearing real, the fear that we're all holding somehow. Like, man, I can't wait. Like for me, even simple things. I can't wait to make my chicken lasagna. Yeah, I have all the components, the recipe and everything, but I'll still be like, well, what if I forget such A, B, C, and D? What if it doesn't taste the same way and I just wasted $40 worth of ingredients? Or what if the people don't like it? The what ifs and the buts always come in there somehow, some way. And I've tried to been sifting out clarity. I hope you have been too. I've hearing from Lorraine, different ones that have emailing us from the RDC, Yandex.com, and they've been telling us how much people they have removed from their lives, how many things they've been doing. And it's not because it's the new year, it's because it's the new you. And that's what it becomes. I mean, one of the episodes we had from the beginning was new you, or new year, new you. But at the same time, it doesn't take a new year for you to have a new you. Put a level of standards that we all need to comply by. I remember reading a comment from Mr. Jackson's YouTube channel, and it had said something. This lady had said non-negotiable. Like once a person passed those rules she has set for herself, and she forgives them, or they can't change, or whatever it might be, it's time to cut it off completely. Some people might say that's harsh, but I believe that's right. Like, I've given so many people, and I think about this, so many chances. But have I done that and gave them so many overly chances, knowing they're going to make a repeat mistake because I was fearfully holding on to something that I knew was not going to bloom, and therefore prevented myself from moving forward with another lane? Or it still could have been a part of the growing process too, but I could have extended it longer than which it had been set for, and therefore set myself back for more things that were set in place to be moved forward with. Rewind that part if you need to hear it one more time. I'm just saying, for you, think about that. Hashtag shelf life. What is your shelf life? Is your shelf life, and we're not just talking about life and death as a whole. That's a part of anything that goes on with being alive. But think about the people that you have in your circle or extended circles. Think about the relationship that you're carrying on with, whether it be how long you got to be in this marriage or not, how long you're going to be a wonderful parent or not. Like, what are you doing for this shelf life to be evolving? Is it just collecting dust? Is there a relationship that you should be pursuing for a person you know you should be with, but yet you're just holding off on it because you're scared something's going to ruin it? So you rather think of them just staying in this perfect bubble than actually moving forward and making that come to fruition completely, and going through the ups and downs that it takes to make that more beyond a fantasy than you can believe? Is it a certain kind of business opportunity, a certain kind of job opportunity that you're looking for, but you're afraid you might have a horrible boss? I have a lot of friends that tell me, man, I like these new positions, but it seems to be some ratchet person that's working there that has a bad attitude, and they ruin the whole era, and I just don't want to be there. But I see them hopping from 24 jobs. Yeah, they're still moving forward, but at the same time, how much forward are they moving if they still got to start from the ground up every time they bounce around? Because they're not foreseeing where they could be with what they want to do. They're not moving forward with that as well in my life. And all these chapters and pages are gone the same way. Is there a recipe you're not making, or a scrapbook you're not making? Is there something that is there a book that you're not writing? Is there a story you're not telling because you don't believe that nobody should read that story, or nobody would? That's not for you to figure out. It's for you to put that story down. You see what I mean? All the components come in later. That's why I have to dig in myself and say, well, who cares about this book? I love it. But, some people say, oh, if you love something, people won't like it. That's not true. That's not true. Because when you love to smile at someone and it makes them feel good, not everyone, it changes their life in a different way. Ultimately, the shelf life. What kind of ideas and fantasies or dreams, should I say dreams and ideas, are we putting on the shelf just to collect dust? And then we're panicking when, I know for me, an invention comes out. I'm like, oh, please don't be my invention. Please don't be what I had in my head. And then when someone comes out with something almost similar to it, which actually did happen, I was mad. And I'm like, man, I got to keep that inside of me and suck it back in. Maybe it's out there in the universe and someone's collecting my thoughts. We don't know. But the whole thing is, if I would have moved on that 3 years ago, I could have been in the same position where that person was, but I still had a doubt of would they I like it, or could I make it happen? And I found every excuse to invest in everything else but what I believed in, because the fantasy and idea and the dream felt better to hold on to in a shelf life than it actually took to open that can open and open up that dream and idea even more so. Putting a label on something and putting it on the shelf is okay. It's a good starter. But leaving it there to collect dust and just let it corrode over time, that's where the problem lies. It's okay to write a plan and implement the plan and have the plan go through and do what we need to do for those plans to happen and bloom and blossom. But when they sit there month after month and week after week and year after year, I get it. Funerals happen, sickness happens, all kinds of things happen. Car breaks down, your house payment, you break up with someone, and your mind could be completely thrown off, and you don't want to give your half-assed self to it. You want to give your best. But at the same time, isn't it the same thing? Even if you're not giving it your best and you gave it your half, at least you're giving something to it. It's not just sitting there rotting on the shelf. Whether it be whatever it might be, we got the hustle and flow, make money episodes, or make money, hustle and flow. Throwing that out there, evolving with it. And there's times, I'm telling you, where I feel so down, so gone, where I can't even get up. And it's just a tired thing, a mental tired, everything. And it literally physically takes me out. And I can't do anything about that. When your body shuts down, it shuts down. But I'm bouncing back like Tigger, right? Winnie the Pooh, I don't know. But I'm just saying, I'm bouncing back. And I'm out here to give my voice and my heart and my love and any intuition that I can bring to the table, or to those who want to come aboard, to get that out to who you are and what you're about, and let you know, hashtag, your shelf life needs to expire for your ideas and dreams. And what I mean for that is take it off the shelf and blow off that dust before our shelf life in our own lives, our heartbeats, our minds, our soul is given back to the creator of all things. We need to use that, even if it's a little minuscule thing. So let's do a challenge, right? Let's do a challenge to make sure we take a step every day, even if it's sending an email or going on a freelancing website, which is a lot of them you can get for a good cheap amount now. Even if it's $20 of not buying a certain kind of expensive coffee brand every week, take that, okay? Go to the dollar store and find something. Okay, get a Pepsi. I don't know. I'm just saying, use your common sense. Take that and put it towards something you want to do. If it's writing a page to something, do what you have to do. Whatever that idea is, collectively, get a hold of us if you need some direction. If you need some kind of conversation, if you need some kind of career development, it's free. Okay, we're here to help. Okay, and reach out to us at Real Double Dose Channel at yandex.com, or even leave a comment and go to SoundCloud and leave a comment, or whatever you have to do. It's there. Go to Instagram, Real Double Dose Channel, and reach out to us. Or go to Facebook, Real Double RDDC Lex Team, or /. You know what I mean. But anyways, we're gonna pop up. So you get us. And if you want to have direction on what to do with your shelf life, we're not here to steal your dreams. We're here to fuel what dreams you already have. We're not here to push down what you can't do. We're here to provide valuable resources of the mind, or whatever you can do. And I mean, if we can do something for you at a wonderful, level, we'll do that too. There's places that can charge $10,000 for 5 minutes worth of work, literally, even animation videos. And the softwares we've gotten a hold of and got a chance to have, we're out there. We could do the same thing in 5 minutes and a couple $100, so I'm just saying, at the same time, it could be $50, $25. The money's not the problem. The point is if you really want something bad enough, you can find it. Free resources are always available. Different ideas to get your shelf life. No matter if it's even collecting, I can send a recipe. It doesn't matter. Okay, win a gift card just for signing up to RDDC and putting out your word out there. Whatever you have to do to get your things off of the shelf, your dreams and ideas from the dust, and start opening it up before it's too late. We're here to make sure we can be anything we can with the RDC family. We mean that more than just hearing our words. We mean that because we mean it, and that's who we are. So I just hope that we all could take a page from this book. I'm signing up for the challenge, and it's hashtag challenge shelf life. Yes, and that's what we're going to do. It's not officially out there, but it's officially on this segment right now, and it's still going to permeate. And ask yourself, what can I do to make my stuff, even if you have 20 things on the shelf, we get it. Just pick out one, okay? One, and dabble with it. Do something with it. Don't let all 20 of them expire. If you can grab 5 and do them, that's fine. Expired doesn't have to be you passing away. Don't get that in your mind. It doesn't mean that. It just means those things that are willing to be bloomed need to be blossomed now, not later. Maybe somebody else will come out with it, maybe they won't, but it's something that you developed. You're supposed to put out there. There's 50, 60 things on the shelf that look exactly the same when you go to any store, no matter tech or not, food, whatever, bikes, clothing. There's someone out there still putting it out there and it's still working. So just because there's a cat watch out there, for example, doesn't mean you can't come out with your own cat watch. There's something different that only you have. But don't let it just waste away, because it's better to hold that fantasy and idea and that dream in your mind versus implementing it. Don't be afraid to fail forward, because at least you know eventually you are going to reach the top of that mountain. This is your host, Lex. Check us out at Real Double Dose channel at yandex.com. That's YANDEX.com. Yes, .com. And also check out our, many segments, different platforms, and so much. And you can also check out the blogs, like I said before, and Yandex. So that's all we want to say for right now. Be the change, feel the passion, embrace the power of the spirit. I'm sorry if I talk too fast. It could be because of my multilingualness. It could be because I'm just feeling the juice right now, and I'm just feeling the energy of us all. You get what I'm saying. You know where we are. I hope you tune in again and just be wonderfully and amazingly you. And we will be back with you soon.